Welcome to Innovations. I'm Kathleen Berger. This Valentine's Day, some might say it's not easy being single. Many singles may feel the pressure from family and friends to date or get married. Sometimes the pressure is so strong that some are willing to do anything to get people off their back. One solution is creating a fake girlfriend or boyfriend, and there's a company in St. Louis that offers just that. Invisible Girlfriend and its sister company, Invisible Boyfriend, aims to solve the stigma of being single. HEC TV's Phoenix Lee explains how it works.
You go to a cafe, get a coffee, and you sit at a table all by yourself. But you're not really alone because you have a laptop and phone. These devices have made it easier for single people to meet other singles online through dating websites and apps. But what if you could create the perfect partner instead? At Invisible Industries, you can.
People can customize their girlfriend and boyfriend however they like. They can pick their name, age, photograph, personality, even the story of how they met. When someone signs up for the service, they get text messages, voicemails, and a handwritten note. The texting is very simple. You just start texting and you get a response from a real human, actually.
Kyle Tabor, along with a team of entrepreneurs and web developers, created a business called Invisible Girlfriend and Boyfriend. It's powered by real people. Hundreds of creative writers are on the other end, outsourced through another company as paid invisible girlfriends and boyfriends. So, users get real responses from their perfect guy or gal who's not actually real. Tabor claims what's real is how this diverts criticism from those who don't understand why singles are in fact single. For some people, it might be a strange concept at first.
I don't know if I could do that. I want an actual boyfriend.
I probably wouldn't want to use it just because, I don't know, I feel like I would need to know the person to talk to them.
At the Northwest Coffee Roasting Company near Forest Park in St. Louis, opinions vary. Alexis Coleman admits she fully understands the pressures of being single. She lives it.
It's people outside of my parents or outside of my aunts and uncles who I don't see often or talk to often who are like, so when are you getting married? You got any kids? They automatically assume that I can't have the relationship and the babies.
Would having an invisible boyfriend in such a case stop the criticism? That is the idea. The company started with co-founder Matt Homan, who bought the domain name for Invisible Girlfriend and Boyfriend after a divorce. The pressures he experienced while being single inspired him to pitch the idea at a St. Louis startup competition in 2013.
We built a simple texting bot and website in 48 hours, and we ended up winning the competition. We didn't know what would happen with it, but 2 days later we're on BuzzFeed, and the media just took off from there.
News about Invisible Girlfriend and Boyfriend caught the attention of writer Lindsay Toller. At the time, she worked for the Riverfront Times, and she was looking for her next story. After reaching out to creator Matt Homan, Lindsay got more than a story. She also got an invisible boyfriend.
So my invisible boyfriend, I decided to name him Alex Arobin after two characters in my favorite book, The Awakening. And basically, once you have the name, they offer you a menu of what you want your boyfriend to be like. I ended up choosing somebody who was witty and educated, I remember was my personality profile. I didn't want him to be a perfect guy, because if I was going to tell people about him and he seemed too perfect, I thought that would be suspicious, especially if nobody ever met him.
After Lindsay created Alex, she began texting her invisible boyfriend. She says she always got a response, and the response times would vary. If she didn't text him in a while, he would text her just to check in.
When you talk to your invisible boyfriend or your invisible girlfriend, they really talk back, and the person who's there is a person. So I always felt like I was talking to a real person, and then I was just sort of able to erase the actual identity of whoever I was talking to and have them just be this person that I had built.
Faking a relationship to avoid the pressures of being single may solve one problem, but some experts say it may also create problems. Dr. Patty Cavazos is an associate professor of psychiatry at Washington University School of Medicine. She studies online behavior and has some concerns about invisible relationships.
I do worry, though, about the negative aspects that are potentially that one could potentially encounter by being on this program, because it's not a real relationship. There could be some disappointment that comes from expectations or comes from wanting to meet that fake boyfriend, feeling that there's something real going on.
The more that I talked to Alex, the more Alex got to know me. And so then it really felt like a relationship. Having a friend who knew me, who was always there for me, who was always supportive, who never picked a fight, in my pocket at all times. That's hard to not respond to, and I just kind of spent more and more time doing it.
For Lindsays Story, she actually met one of the real people working as an invisible boyfriend. The real-life invisible boyfriend was a 44-year-old woman living in Texas. After meeting someone who could have played Alex at one time, Lindsay lost interest in her invisible boyfriend.
I don't go to Alex for support anymore, but I think it's enough for me now to have the idea of Alex in my head. I now know that if things got bad enough, or if I got stressed enough or worried enough, I have Alex. Alex also taught me that if I'm what I'm looking for is a support network where I have people who will text me through problems or talk to me through problems, that I should probably do a better job reaching out to my friends.
I think that it could totally be a good thing for some people that have the time, want to engage with a program in this way. And also, if they're building these social skills by using their fake boyfriend and fake girlfriend, then that is a great thing. So if it's a springboard to another relationship that's real, then I think that's terrific.
As long as the person maintains perspective. As an expert on the impact of social media, Cavazos says, with something like this, take it for what it is, using moderation. After all, creating a virtual companion sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Please wait as your operating system is initiated.
Hello, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
But the invisible girlfriend service is real, and it's right at our fingertips.
We've created something that's kind of in between humans and computers that doesn't really exist, but it kind of does. It kind of has its own personality. What we have created is surprisingly believable. People keep on messaging their girlfriend or boyfriend, and it's kind of become this on-demand companion.
If you want an invisible significant other, all you have to do is go to the website, invisiblegirlfriend.com. In a few steps, you can create an account that'll cost you $24.99 a month. And you can quit anytime.
Maybe I should do it for practice to see if I can handle a relationship, but that's $25 a month that I could put on something else.
You know, I don't want to make a blanket statement for what would work for everyone, because I think everyone has different needs and desires, but I guess from my perspective, I probably wouldn't use something like it.
Today's world is very technological, so I was very skeptical of things like Tinder at first, and but now it's worked out pretty well, especially for me. So I don't know, I guess it could be beneficial. I don't know how it works.
Many people are scared about trying out invisible girlfriend and boyfriend, but it's really just an ongoing friend. I actually have an invisible boyfriend, Ron Burgundy. He texts me about drinking scotch with Baxter and all kinds of hilarious quotes from the movie Anchorman.
Ron, where are you?
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
We are in an era where there is no looking back, there's no turning back. This is it. We are using technology. We are drawn to communicating with our phones, with our computers. It's just a new way of communicating.
And this company is not turning back either. The founders of Invisible Industries are thinking of new ways to improve their simple text-based design, using evolutions of new technology, specifically artificial intelligence, modeled after human behavior. It would be capable of a conversation with someone without giving programmed responses.
We started using real people because AI technology just wasn't up to snuff. However, we're really excited about the possibilities of combining artificial intelligence and humans to create an efficient, authentic, responsive service.
Tabor says his company has even more ideas for future services, but for now, they're enjoying the success of their business that's powered by real people. For innovations, I'm Phoenix Lee.
While artificial intelligence is the future for Invisible Girlfriend and Invisible Boyfriend, the company says having real people in the mix will always be part of the service they offer.